Hello friends, today I want to make sure you know how to maximize the value out of a bottle on your team. Now, this is relevant to everyone, not just the guy who holds the bottle, but the teammates can do things as well to make sure everyone's getting some value out of this bottle. Not just the mid laner or whoever owns the bottle, though they probably will get the most value out of it, but the team, because you can get some value out of their bottle as well, so why wouldn't you? Now, when you use a bottle, you get 115 health and 65 mana. If you are out of charges, because it holds 3, you can refill it by picking up a water rune or a bounty rune. These give you 2 charges. Or a power rune, things like the haste, double damage, stuff like that. That refills 3 charges. The other way to refill the bottle is to go back to your fountain. Now, it's actually this fountain buff that refills the bottle. The game checks and says, oh, this Tinker is affected by fountain buff, and so we fill the bottle up to 3 charges. Now you might be wondering, why does the table on the screen have up to 6 charges then if the bottle holds up to 3? It's because fountain buff lingers for 3 seconds when you leave fountain, which means technically you can use the bottle for free because you use 1 charge, but the fountain refills it. So if you want to get 6 charges, what you have to do is you have to TP to lane like this. You have to be the guy holding the bottle, and you have to immediately use it on your teammates. Now, because, I don't know, in theory you should be able to get more, but when I try it, I can only get up to 3 charges off on teammates. And that's still a lot. 3 teammates is a lot to get some extra use out of the bottle, and you see, I still have 3 charges, despite having used 1 on Axe, Crystal Maiden, and Lina. There is a slight cooldown on the bottle, so you can't just like spam click it on everyone there, but pick your 3 favorite teammates, and then one guy clearly knows he's the least favorite. So that's how you get 6 charges. But if you are refilling your mid laner's bottle, let's say it's, let's drop this here, let's go back home. Let's say it's the Crystal Maiden's bottle, and she's saying, hey Tinker, can you refill my bottle? She could either pass it off to Tinker to refill the bottle, or she can drop it on the floor and Tinker will TP in. Let's just do that. That's a little easier for now. When Tinker picks it up, you'll notice there's a slight delay before he can actually use it, and there's still a little bit of fountain buff left, though, so he can use it once on Crystal Maiden. Sometimes you can use it twice, but it's an extremely tight timing, and most people don't drop the bottle on the floor like that. They pass the bottle off, so like say Crystal Maiden just TP'd in, I'm the Tinker, she gets here, I pass her the bottle. Because of that slight delay in time, usually only 1 charge is what you can use for free before you accidentally use a charge and don't refill the bottle with your fountain buff. So if the mid laner TP's in, he can use it up to 3 times if he's using it right away, giving a total of 6 charges out of a bottle. And if you are refilling it for someone, let's just be safe, I would say 4 charges. So that's how much you can actually get out of the bottle, but what is that worth? What is the gold value? It's time for some math, guys. So I already showed you the table with the bottle charges and how much health and mana they restore. 115 health, 65 mana, and then just some multiple of that, depending how many times you're using the bottle. But what is the actual gold value out of it? So let's compare it to some other consumables. Let's start with health. So if you were to buy a tango or a salve, tangos, one use of a tango heals 112 health, and it costs 30 gold. I know to buy a set is 90 gold, but technically one tango is 30 gold. So this gives you a value of 3.73 health per gold spent. A healing salve heals 400 health, and the gold value is 110, which actually puts you at 3.64 health per gold spent. These are very close values, so actually let's just average them together for the sake of our math and say 3.68 health per gold spent for our health value. Now for fun, a Fairy Fire heals you 85 health and it's worth 70 gold, so this is the least effective health consumable, but that's not really why you get the Fairy Fire, but just for a fun comparison. Math, who doesn't love that? More numbers, we'll throw it up here. 1.21 HP per gold. Now, for your mana options, you have a Clarity or Mango. Clarities restore 150 mana for 50 gold, so this is 3 mana per gold spent. Mangoes are 100 mana for 70 gold, giving you 1.43 mana per gold spent. I don't want to average these because it's tough. 1, they're very different numbers, but 2, the way you use these mana items is different. Let's say a mid laner. A bottle takes 2.5 to regenerate the values it gives you. And that's not like too bad. You can like back off the lane, bottle, and then back in very quickly. A clarity takes 25 seconds, which means there's a high chance a mid laner either has to ditch the lane for a while, meaning they miss a lot of CS and denies, or they're going to get their clarity canceled before they get the full value out of it. So mid laners are more likely to buy mangoes. However, mid laners and everyone else in the game do use clarities a lot, especially when jungle farming and things like that. Rotating, moving around, that's when you have time to use the clarity. And I think these are both viable options for mana. So we're going to go with both of these values, and I'll show both. So using those values for your bottle charges 1 through 6, your HP value is going to be 31 gold, 31.21 gold technically per charge, while your mana value of your bottle charge is going to be either 21.67 if you're basing it off a clarity's cost efficiency, or 45.5 for a mango's cost efficiency. And if we make the math easier and just add all of that together, both the HP and mana value, if you're using clarity values, that means one bottle charge is worth 53 gold, or if it's based on the mango, 77 gold. If you do want to average them together, 65 gold per bottle charge. That means when you refill the bottle, let's say you pick up a water rune, you're actually getting an extra 130 gold, roughly, in that bottle in terms of the regen it provides. If you're a support and you TP to the mid lane to refill the guy's bottle and you use it once on him, that is as if you just gave him 259 gold worth of regen, because you are literally giving him some regen with the one bottle charge, and then he has a full bottle now. And that is actually worth like 2.5 hard camps, which he will, funny enough, probably use that regen to go farm a hard camp. So that's pretty valuable. This is why it's important to secure power runes, because that's actually an extra roughly 200 gold worth of regen for the mid laner or whoever has the bottle, that otherwise they'd have to buy mangoes, clarities, tangos, salves, some mix of that to get that same regen. So if you are a support or core that's not the bottle holder, try to help your guy, probably the mid laner, secure runes, try to let them take it if possible, because it's a lot of value. And if you are a mid laner, please bottle your teammates when you TP into locations, because it literally doesn't cost you anything. It is free value you are using that if you don't, you're just, I don't want the 65 gold. I'll just throw it on the floor, because it is a free bottle charge. Use it on your teammates, please. So that is what a bottle is worth in terms of gold cost. For now, the numbers kind of change around with the patch. But even if you don't remember the numbers, I do want you to remember, just help to refill the bottle when you can. It is worth a lot of gold over the course of a game. Thanks for watching, guys. See you in the next video.